Hello everybody, welcome to October 1st, guys. Haven't worked on this channel in a while. It is the backup channel to my other channel, Abnormal Investigations. This one deals more with the paranormal. If you have not subscribed, I'd invite you to subscribe, ring the bell, select all, so you'll get our newest content that comes out of this channel. And the story I'm going to share with you today, guys, may not be for everybody. It's pretty chilling, pretty scary. It's an encounter that was sent in, so we will get into this one. Let me know what you think, guys. Good to see y'all here again, and let's get it out. I still shudder when I think about the old house on Elm Street in Dallas, Oregon. It was a beautiful 107-year-old Victorian mansion that my family and I called home for nearly 3 years. Little did we know our dream house would become a nightmare. The first few days passed without incident. We were both unpacking and settling into our new life. But soon strange noises began to echo through the halls at night. At first, I thought it was just the old house settling. But then, I started hearing footsteps upstairs when no one was there. One evening, I decided to investigate. I crept up the creaky stairs, my heart racing, and I found nothing. No signs of intrusion, no open windows, just an eerie silence. I shrugged it off, thinking maybe I had imagined it. That was until my sister Scarlett vanished. It happened suddenly without warning. One morning, she was gone. Her bed was untouched, her belongings still scattered round her room. We searched the house frantically, calling out her name, but there was no response. The police launched an investigation, and our neighborhood mobilized to search for Scarlett. Posters plastered the streets, and volunteers combed the nearby woods. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Then, one fateful night, Scarlett reappeared. She stood outside my window, knocking softly. I opened it to find her covered in blood, her eyes vacant. We were overjoyed to have her back, but something was off. She wasn't the same sister that I once knew. Scarlett's return marked the beginning of more bizarre occurrences. The black goo started flowing from the shower head again, and I began experiencing terrifying visions. I saw shadowy figures lurking in corners, and disembodied voices whispered my name. Desperate for answers, we consulted a local priest. He agreed to perform an exorcism on Scarlett and later on me. The ritual was intense. I recall feeling an entity's presence within me, urging me to harm the priest, but something in me resisted, and I passed out. When I came to, the priest was shaking me awake. "You're free," he said, his eyes filled with relief. But freedom was short-lived. My mother became pregnant, and as her belly grew, the house, malevolent energy returned. Our newborn Jane would cry uncontrollably, as if sensing the darkness surrounding us. We took Jane to the church for protection, but the entity followed. One evening as I showered, blood poured from the shower head, and I encountered a twisted 360-degree headed entity that resembled Scarlett. Using holy water, I repelled the entity, and it disintegrated into the black goo. We captured the goo, and we took it to the church. As we left the house, it collapsed, releasing millions of screams. We watched in horror as the walls crumbled, the roof caved in, and once a grand mansion was reduced to rubble. We bought the property to prevent anyone from building on it again, ensuring that no one would suffer like we had. In the aftermath, my family struggled to heal. Scarlett underwent extensive therapy to overcome her ordeal, and Jane grew up with an unnatural fear of the dark. I still have nightmares, but I've learned to cope. The experience taught me that some mysteries are better left unsolved, and that sometimes the only way to escape horror is to face it head on. Years have passed since we fled that cursed home. We have rebuilt our lives, but the memories linger. Sometimes I wonder what secrets that old house held. Was it a portal to another realm, a hub for malevolent entities? Or was it just a place that had an attachment attached to us for some reason, that had followed us to that old home that finally fell to its own demise? What was causing this? We're not even sure. Thank you for sharing my encounter. I know that it wasn't long, but it is the truth. That property still sits vacant. My family refuses to sell it, as we've had many offers for builders wanting to build on it. But my dad said, never sell it, never let a family go through what we all went through. So as far as I'm concerned, it will always remain vacant. Thank you for sharing my story. Yeah, that was a short and very scary story. Sounds like you all had something very, very evil there. I'm glad you're out of there. I'm glad you're not going to let anybody else build on that. And you may even talk about maybe even getting that land blessed so in the future if it is sold. Thank you for sharing that with us, guys. Uh, Thank you for being there, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell on this new channel. It's our backup channel. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. We will be doing lives on this channel as it grows, so we look forward to seeing you there.